I just took another derailleur bicycle out of storage and inflated the tires. They're still good. This one is called Valuas, and I think it's a word play on the English word of value. According to the head badge or sticker, the bicycle was made in Venlo, and that's in the south of the Netherlands. Now I know there was a bicycle maker in Venlo, but it wasn't called Valuas. I believe it was Cove. And I think this bicycle was probably a cheap B brand to be sold in department stores and non-dealerships. Originally this bicycle came with drop handlebars, as you can see from this picture. And since I hate drop handlebars, I replaced it with this aluminium handlebar. A lot better. It also had suicide brake levers. The bicycle has a 6-speed Shimano Positron Derailleur, and I believe it still works, but these were never that great, especially when compared with today's standards. The Positron system uses a solid cable for pushing and pulling, so there is no return spring on the derailleur. Originally this bicycle also had a front derailleur, but I took that off, and I also took off the second chain ring because it was heavily worn and rusty. For stopping power it got some no-name side pull rim brakes. They're cheap, but probably good enough for a flat country like the Netherlands. And check out this awfully mounted bell. I probably did this, but at least it is still working. It's still got its original headlight, this ugly square thing, and the rear light also has survived, and the dynamo is still around. The ugly steel crank isn't cuttered, so at least that makes the bicycle newer than late 70s. I think it's probably late 80s, early 90s. It has some chromed steel rims that are starting to rust at some places, and the spokes are galvanized, but hey, at least the tires are still good. It has a cheap, heavily padded saddle that is more than comfortable enough for a short country ride. Well, it has my favorite type of kickstand. I guess that's something. So that's about all I have to say about this exotic beauty. And now I'm going to take it for a short test ride on the local dirt road. And we are rolling. And it still brakes and shifts. So far so good. Although I did find an issue with the seat post. It is way too short. It is currently set at least 3 centimeters above the maximum, and I'm still sitting way too low. But it still rides okay, and I think it will be good enough for what I'm planning to do. Because, well, at first I was thinking about scrapping this thing, but as you know, plans can change, and they usually do. So I'm going to back home now, and then I will tell you all about what I'm planning to do with this bicycle frame. So here's what I'm going to do with this Valuas bicycle. I'm going to replace the wheels with this internally geared set with drum brakes. It's the Sachs Torpedo wheel set that came from the Multicycle Tour 600. But that will have to be done in another video, because this hub, this 3-speed hub, might have a problem. So I will have to take a look inside first. Also, I need to find a larger seat post. Alright, like, subscribe, yada yada yada, give me feedback, and I'll see when I will continue this shit show.